One of the goals of a parent is to, one, protect him. That's one of the big things. Two, guide him through the right path, and so on and so on. You try to be there if we could, if it's a possibility. We want to be there for our children 24/7 to protect them from any danger that may be going on in the world today. But unfortunately, they're just not possible, you know what I mean, because of work or other things that you have to do to keep providing for you and your child. But just because you can't be there 24/7 does not mean you can't teach your child what to do when they are in danger. You definitely want to see what I'm talking about right here. No bullshit. What's up, everybody? It's your man Chris Thorne, the host of the Chris Thorne Show. This is another segment that I like to call No Bullshit News. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you want watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I was sent this story probably about a few days ago in like a little private group that I have on Facebook, and finally had the time to see this story. And I am more than happy to talk about this story, and this is an amazing story, and this story needs to be it needs to be viral. Not sure if it has gone viral yet, but it needs to go viral. And as a matter of fact, you see the title at the bottom. This young lady saved herself from danger, her and her brother, from lessons that her father instilled in her in case that she does get in danger. So first of all, before I go any further, I'd like to commend the father for taking the time and teaching his daughter what to do. Because like I said in the beginning, we can't be here for our children 24/7. We would love to protect them 24/7, but it's just impossible. Unless you just a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, then yeah, maybe it is possible. But are you somebody who's trying to work, trying to make a living, to take care of your kids? It's just too impossible to watch them 24/7. So without further ado, let me switch this over for y'all. Let's listen to what I got.
They said 911, how may, what's your emergency? And I said, me and my little brother got kidnapped.
Wow, she may be little, but she is fast on her feet. It was her call to 911 from the backseat of her father's stolen car. It saved her and her brother from being taken across the border.
10 News reporter Anthony Pura talked to them tonight. And Anthony, this case was minutes away from becoming an international kidnapping.
That's right, they were just 2 minutes away from Mexico, and I spoke with that little girl and her father. He's a single dad who broke down in tears, saying that if his daughter didn't have her cell phone today, he could have lost both his children. The video shows the close call at the border. A 3-year-old boy and an 8-year-old girl in the back seat of that car. With guns drawn, police went in, arrested the driver.
Probably less than 2 minutes away from actually crossing the border.
It all started outside this beauty supply warehouse in Lincoln Park. Malaya and her brother were in the back seat while their dad went in to buy her some hair supplies. The car and AC was running on a scorching day. He was gone for less than 2 minutes. That's when the woman made her move.
Right here. And this is where the lady was sitting. She looked at the car and she saw it running and she saw kids in it. Then she just got in it and drove away.
I ran out in the traffic and actually ran past cars.
I saw my dad coming out the store, then I started banging at the window and I yelled, "Daddy," but she rolled the window up.
But she ran the light. So I broke down in the middle of the street.
But Malaya knew what to do. Her dad gave her a cell phone in case of an emergency, and this qualified.
They said 911, what's your emergency? And I said, me and my little brother got kidnapped. And they said, where are you and what do you see? Then I said, I see signs that say Mexico border. She tried to take the phone from me, but then I moved away from her. And then she said, give me the phone or I'm gonna drive in circles and crash into the freeway wall.
Hearing what could have been brought her dad to tears. Malaya says she eventually gave the woman the phone, but by that time, police knew where they were, and they moved in.
I'm very proud of this.
And he should definitely be proud. Now get this, that dad says his daughter's cell phone didn't even have service, but he has a medical condition, so he showed her how to use the emergency feature just in case. Well, it came in very handy today. We're reporting live tonight, Anthony Pura, 10 News.
What?
A judge.
Well done, little one. Well done. And again, well done to the father, you know, for teaching his daughter what to do when she's in danger. You know, she utilized the strategies that you gave her very well, even though it just that you just showed how to use a cell phone. But, you know, hey, that was enough to save her and her brother for being kidnapped across the border. Now, we know what goes on across the border that a lot of people talk about. 9 times out of 10, she might have got sold into sex traffic trade, and probably him too. All right, and that would have been one of the saddest things I would have ever heard if that story would have came down to that. But however, her bravery and her knowledge, she jumped into action real fast. So, little lady, congratulations to you for saving you and your brother. Much love to you. The only bad thing I got to say about this story is, if y'all heard it, he left his baby, he left him alone in the car that was running. And it was hot outside, so he left the AC on. All right. They tell you time and time again that don't do that. Hell, as a matter of fact, down here in Memphis, I don't know anywhere else, but I heard down here in Memphis that people finna start getting cited for leaving cars unattended, and if it gets stolen, you get cited for that. I can understand that, because especially in certain parts of the neighborhood where you know it's known for break-ins or car theft or whatnot, you need your car running. You run into a store or house real quick, and snap of a finger, you just don't know what might happen. And you can't just really blame nobody but yourself, because you left your car running. Now, I do it sometimes too, but that's because I have an extra key and I can use my main key to lock the door while I go and do something. But I don't leave it on at a store. I'll probably be at a house or something, and I'll probably lock it real quick and run on in and come right back out. But then again, a lot of times I do that be at my house, but I got cameras in my house, so, you know, best believe I'm looking at my cameras while I'm doing it, you know. And I probably don't be in my house probably no more than a few seconds, you know. If it's a minute, then I feel like I'm taking too long. But it just all depends, you know. Sometimes we forget stuff and we just got to go in and get it, you know. So but that's the only thing that I really have bad to say about this, is that he left them in the car by themselves with the car running, which gave them opportunity to steal the car. But however, though, you know, I'm not going to jump down his throat on that. You know, I mean, we all do crazy stuff, we make mistakes, but then again, you know, we make mistakes that a lot of times we cannot come back from. And like they said, he was only a few minutes away from making a mistake that he couldn't come back from. You understand? So other than that, though, like I said, I'm not just gonna jump down on them too hard about it, you know, because anybody in this situation, man, I can imagine how they feel. But I hope now that since that has happened, that he will no longer do that. All right, because now he see for himself. Now, in a snap of a finger, anything can happen. Anything can happen. That's why they say 1 minute we here, next minute we gone. I believe in that. 1 minute we're here, the next minute we're gone. And it came close to that, but it didn't. So again, congratulations to that young lady, you know, and congratulations to you, dad. And he is a single dad, for teaching your little young baby to do what to do when she's in danger. So I got the story put up over on my other computer, so let me read to y'all what the article says. It says a woman was arrested. Matter of fact, let me tell you how old the story is first. This actually happened in April, if I'm not mistaken. It happened in April. And I want to say this too. This story happened in April. I'm just not hearing about this. So again, I don't know why stories like these do not go viral. Why do people do not talk about stuff like this? I mean, I don't know. But stuff like this needs to be talked about. I mean, it's a lesson learned, especially if young ones is looking. It could teach them that okay, hey, now I know what to do when I get in danger. I need to keep a cell phone. If we out and about, maybe I need to get them a little cheap cell phone and teach them how to dial 911. Now, he said the phone wasn't on, but that's one thing I like about cell phones. Even if they're not on, you are still able to call 911. So that's a good deal. That's a good deal. So it says a woman was arrested Monday afternoon. Police say she stole a vehicle with 2 children inside. Police say Rodney Cole left his 3-year-old and 8-year-old. Listen to this. He left his 3-year-old and 8-year-old daughter in his car with the engine and air conditioner running around noon on the 200 block of Euclid Avenue. Let me start there for a minute too. Euclid Avenue. I've been hearing that word a lot lately. And a lot lately it's been got me doing with kids. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's something in the air in that area or what, but I done heard so much about Euclid now. I just recently heard a story about a little baby died. Another baby died on Euclid because of a hit and run. So I don't know what's going on with Euclid, but it's getting serious over there. For some reason, it's just getting serious in Euclid. I don't know. Anyway, after he went into a business, a witness reported said a woman later identified as Leslie Saynes get it to the car and drive away with the children inside. Monday night, Cole explained the terrifying ordeal to 10 News. His 8-year-old daughter, Malaya, I guess I'm saying that right, told police she was able to call the police and tell dispatcher that she and her brother Jackson had been kidnapped. They said 911 was your emergency, and I said me and my little brother got kidnapped. Malaya said, and the police said, where are you and what can you see? And I said, signs for Mexico border. The woman tried to take the phone away from me, but I moved away from her and she said, give it to me or I'm going to drive in circles and take this car and crash it to the freeway wall. That's when she gave the phone to the woman, but the police acted quickly. Roughly 30 minutes later, after the car was stolen, Border Patrol detained the woman as she was trying to cross the border into Mexico. Police have since taken Saynes into custody. Cole told 10 News he bought the phone for the kids a few months ago, but it's not an activated line. He taught Malaya how to call 911 on the phone in case of emergencies. I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of her. And I am too, brother. Even though I don't know this little one, I am too, And again, people, for those who have children, I don't have any, but for those who have children, if you haven't already, maybe this is the time to sit down and talk to your children or what they need to do in danger, because there's more to it than stop, drop, and roll. And I'm not trying to be funny, but for some reason we was growing up, pretty much the only thing they told us what to do is if it's fire to stop, drop, and roll. We didn't have too many people to tell us, hey, dial 911 in case of an emergency, but we're in a different generation now. And shit is getting more serious dealing with these kids. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you got kids, please take the time and sit down like this man did and talk to them about what they need to do in case of danger. And maybe it won't be a bad idea to keep a deactivated phone around or give it to them while they're going to school. At least it be deactivated. They won't be distracted while in school. But if something goes on in school, they always can call 911. They can learn how to call 911. But at the same time, when if they are at a park or whatnot, then the way things going now, they shouldn't be left alone, period. If you ask me, I don't care if the park is across the street. They shouldn't be left alone, period. I think you should always be within arm reach with your child. You understand? So anyway, salute to this young girl. Much blessings to you, and keep fighting a good fight, young lady. And again, besides that, brother, hey, my ass out to you too, my guy. Anyway, this your man Chris Thorns. Catch y'all later. Peace.